Good evening, everyone. Normally we don't start off with the doom and gloom part of the presentation, but it's unfortunate to say that this has occurred in the state of Illinois. To say that we are going to have some challenges in law enforcement is most definitely an understatement. We don't know what those exactly are going to be yet because, as you know, it does not take an effect until January of 2020. The biggest problem I have with this is for our young people. No other generation has experienced what I call the desensitization of drug use. So we have politicians, even some medical professionals, putting out there how great marijuana is. It's going to save us. It's going to save our state. It's going to save our debt. It's going to fix everything. This is just my personal opinion, but it'll probably be one of the biggest failed experiments that the state have ever had. I'm going to go into some statistics that the state of Colorado has been compiling over the last 6 years. They have had legalization there for 6 years. And at the end of that, you'll understand why I'm saying that this is an experiment. I'm going to talk about statistics for impaired drivers, youth marijuana use, adult marijuana use, emergency room and hospital-related admissions with marijuana, and then also enforcement actions in Colorado, and then also other related crime data with marijuana use, because with my last 19 years of experience in law enforcement, and I'm sure the other police officers, the chiefs, I saw both the chiefs in here, they will relate. Most other crimes relate around drug use, batteries, assaults, domestic batteries, thefts, burglaries, driving under the influence, being impaired. We can anticipate, and I don't mean to upset anyone in here that may be promoting the legalization, but we can anticipate that those are all going to increase. They all increased for the state of Colorado. These are stats and statistics. They're facts. These are not things that I made up. You can Google the Rocky Mountain High Intensity Drug Trafficking. It's HIDTA, Drug Enforcement Administration. They compile these stats. So you can Google all of this and print this off if you like. But let me just touch on some statistics that Colorado has experienced since 2013. Marijuana-related traffic deaths, when the driver was positive for marijuana, more than doubled since 2013. That's pretty significant for us. We handle a lot of traffic accidents already on Route 3, as you know. The city of Columbia, also a lot of accidents, so we can anticipate. I hate to say that. I hope it don't. I might be wrong. I might be standing here 2 years from now giving this presentation about how the state doesn't have any more debt and none of these things happen, but it's coming. Marijuana-related traffic deaths increased 66% over a 4-year average. In 2009, Colorado marijuana-related traffic deaths involving drivers positive for marijuana represented 9% of all traffic deaths. That more than doubled to 21% by 2016. Youth marijuana use, this is where I talked about the desensitization of drug use. Youth marijuana use increased 12% over a 3-year average. And since the legalization, they are number one in the state, or in the nation, for youth using marijuana in the last month. They are also 55% higher than the national average, our youth, to use marijuana. Adult marijuana use. Before I get into these statistics, do I think it's going to be mass chaos and everyone just going to start smoking marijuana? I don't believe that. It's probably going to be the same people. There will be some people experimenting because it's legal. Do I think it's going to continue down that path? No. But the thing to think of is, are these individuals going to go to the stores and buy this marijuana for the price that it is? Well, I can tell you I've been doing a little study myself on traffic stops and talking to people that we've stopped that had marijuana, and I flat out ask them, are you going to go to the store and pay the X number of $100 for a couple of grams, or are you going to continue to buy from the person that is not even half the cost? Well, of course. They're not going to go to the store. It's the average Joe that maybe wants to try it once or twice. He's going to go to the store, but everyone that's smoking it now, they're going to continue to buy, and the black market for marijuana is going to continue to go up. We know that is a fact. That's going to happen. It happened in Colorado. It's going to happen. College age past month marijuana use increased 16%. Again, this is statistics from Colorado. So, you know, I appreciate the laughter on this, but this is a serious matter. You know, I'm not saying every one of these things are going to happen, but we can, like I said in the beginning, we can anticipate problems arising out of this. The latest results show Colorado age adults ranked number 2 in the nation for the past marijuana use. Colorado age people in the past month, they were 61% higher than the national average compared to 42% in 2011. That should help with college grades and passing. Adult past marijuana use increased 71%, a 3-year average, since Colorado legalized recreational marijuana. In 2014-15 results also show Colorado ranked number 1 in the nation for past month marijuana use, up from number 7 in 2011. Colorado adult past month usage for 14 and 15 was 124% higher than the national average compared to 51% in 2011. This is something to consider. This is the emergency department and hospital marijuana-related emissions. Now, a lot of these are from the edibles and the marijuana oil or the THC. Even the regular marijuana that you smoke, it's not the marijuana of 1960. It's just not. The THC in these, it's way higher than it was 40 years ago, and it's causing problems, and people have to go to the hospital. This is, again, data compiled by the Colorado. The yearly rate of emergency department visits related to marijuana increased 35% after legalization. Number of hospitalizations related to marijuana in 2011 was 6,305. January to September 2015 was 10,901. The yearly number of marijuana-related hospitalizations increased 72% after the legalization of recreational marijuana. As for enforcement actions, this is where I was touching on earlier, where many of these people are not going to go to the store and buy marijuana and pay the tax. If you think they are, I'll ask all of you, where are 2/3 of you buying your gasoline right now? You're buying it in Missouri. You're not buying it here because it's more expensive. In 2016, Colorado Drug Enforcement operations completed 163 investigations of individuals and organizations involved in illegally selling Colorado marijuana, both in and out of the state. These cases led to 252 felony arrests, 7,106 pounds or 3.5 tons of marijuana seized, 47,108 marijuana plants seized, 2,111 marijuana edibles, 232 pounds of concentrate, all destined to 29 different states to which marijuana was heading. This is interesting. The highest 5 states where these interdictions were destined: Illinois, number 1, Missouri, number 2, Texas, Kansas, and Florida. Highway interdiction seizures of Colorado marijuana increased 43% from 2013 to 16. As for what I said earlier about other crimes that are revolved around drug use, I listed a handful of them. Crime in Denver increased 6% from 2014 to 16, and the state of Colorado total for 11%. As of January 2000, this is interesting, 2017, there were 491 retail marijuana stores in the state of Colorado compared to 392 Starbucks and 208 McDonald's. I give you these statistics because We don't know exactly what's coming, and probably many of you are sitting there right now, if you have young kids, and you should, you're wondering, what do I do? How do I combat this? The big thing, if you have kids in high school and even in grade school, start early, because they are targeting kids, the edibles, with the candies and the sweets and the chocolates, and all you got to do is look at the packaging. Just Google it online. Look at it. You know, they're not targeting 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds. They're targeting youth because they're going to buy it. And those are the ones that have the highest concentrates of THC. I'll end with this. Let not your heart be troubled on this. And I say that because of this. And I don't want to speak for the other law enforcement agencies in here, but they're both here, and they both have been doing an outstanding job too. But, you know, the past 5 years, we have been aggressively pursuing drug dealers, drug offenders, violent offenders. We will continue to do that. We will continue the fight. Law enforcement will continue to work together and fight the fight. We have a number of things and operations in place with the local agencies and the sheriff's office and working with the Drug Enforcement Administration, all to combat different things when it comes to drug abuse and drug use and people bringing drugs into the county. With that being said, thank you for coming. Thank you for educating yourself. Talk to your children. If you have any questions, by all means, swing by the end of the meeting and I'll answer them if I can. Thank you.